Imagine a world in which you can just be yourself, where you can be happy and express the uniqueness of who you are.
Well, it was wow.
It's called the wow, yeah, and I really feel like wow now.
I had an amazing month, and it's the first time I did a workshop where I actually feel like I'm really proud of myself.
It was a self-discovery and a rebirth.
It's quite a ride. Why, I get emotional immediately when I say it. Because it was.
And at the beginning I struggled because I was looking around and comparing myself to other people and saying, oh, I can't do it like him, or I don't feel so much, and I wish I had this experience. And I was very outward focused, like I am a lot of my life, like putting myself down or comparing myself. And then after a week I got some guidance of the Geetee and Isha, and then I started going in more and feeling myself, and then it was interesting, this comparison stuff started falling away as the weeks went on, and I started to feel myself more. And like now it's like I feel like I'm actually with myself and behind myself, and I'm not so busy with what's happening on the outside. And it's a nice sensation. I feel shy.
So the first week I was also probably holding on, checking out everybody, watching my back. What I found out that I've been doing for the last, I don't know, 40 years. Watching my back, and I'm really tired of that. So that changed. To let go, to ask for help, really ask for help, and be vulnerable, be frightened, to feel the loneliness inside of me, and to accept it.
We did a shaking 2 days ago, and it was really beautiful because many memories were coming to me from my past where I was using drugs, or I was drinking alcohol, or I was like getting into fights or being like really harmful to myself. And in the shaking I could feel like I was welcoming that person, and I was like standing behind myself and I was hugging myself in these memories, and it was really beautiful because usually those memories come up when I feel shame, or I want to push them away, or I feel pity, and this time they came up, it feels like actually I'm going to embrace myself and be a friend to myself.
For me, I realize it's very much about vulnerability, that I don't want to be vulnerable. My whole life I didn't want to be vulnerable, and when I am vulnerable I feel it's not a good place to be in, for many different reasons. But I actually had the opportunity to experience that it's beautiful to be vulnerable. It's actually a very truthful place to be, and from where to reach out to others and to connect within. To realize that I can be vulnerable, and it's okay. Nothing is going to happen to me, and it's actually a possibility to create something more valuable for myself and for the people around me.
Growing up, I was bullied a lot. And also my home situation was very not very safe. So I actually always felt I needed to protect myself, and being vulnerable was not easy for me. Actually, I never really learned that. So in situations where I feel pressured, rather than making myself vulnerable and sharing that's where I'm at, and that I would actually need some support or some help, or maybe just, you know, a hand or a smile can sometimes be enough. But instead I would just, you know, get really angry and yeah, really react and lash out on people. Well, actually that's the last thing I want. I create distance.
It's like I'm 30 now, so, and I was always like, growing up, what is it about, and why should I grow up? Like let's have a party and let's celebrate life, and it's fine. But now I understand what it is like. It's taking responsibility, like for my life. It's going for myself, like go for what I really want, and still be patient and trust.
Because the situation is so safe, I could really go a level deeper in experiencing this and also healing it more. So that for me is like one of the major things, and I can see now even today it happened. You know, there was a situation, and I reacted, and then I immediately see myself and say, "Oh, hey, you know what? Actually, something else is going on," and I can just really easy correct myself, which makes my life a lot lighter and easier. Also, you know, I don't have to get so entangled in all kinds of difficult situations.
To take life like in my hands, like it's my life, and I go for it. That's the feeling I have.
If you want to make really, really differences in your life, then the WOW is really something for you. You'll have a lot of fun, you do it together, you have beautiful parties, and all together it's just an amazing experience.
I just want more of what I've had the last month, basically. Really, it's amazing. I like how I feel, like myself.